Hi everybody from Yerushalayim. This week is Parshas Berashit, but no, I am back in the States. I'm making this early. I'm always inspired by the land and the Torah of Eretz Yisrael, and I'd like to infuse that into this message this week. In Parshas Berashit, it tells us that we are created in the image of God, B'Tselem Elokim. And Rabbi Sachs asked a very simple question. He said, God doesn't have a tzelem. God doesn't have a form, certainly not a physical form. So what does it mean that man is created in the image of God? So I want to tell you a quick story. On Sukkot, on Chol Hamoed, I went with my granddaughter and my wife. We went to an outdoor kiosk to order some food. We've been there before. The food is great. The service is great. But this time, somehow, things were backed up, and before you know it, it was over a half hour before I got my order. And it was a simple sandwich. And during that whole time, I'm sitting there waiting, and they see me, and their people are getting the orders before me, and all these delivery guys are getting the orders, and I'm getting really annoyed, and I'm thinking to myself, should I make a scene? I already paid for this. And I decided, you know what, it's Yom Tov, I'm going to be calm, it's Zman Simcha. And then I think about the fact that, the Jewish people, we have a lot going on, we have a war going on, we have hostages, and I think to myself, just be calm, don't say anything. And eventually they even try to offer me something to drink, something cold, something hot. I said, no, I'll just wait. And finally the owner of the kiosk decides, she says, look, I'm really sorry, I'm going to credit you, you can come back next time, and it's on us. Okay, terrific. I take the sandwich, and a half hour later we go on our way. When God creates the world, the Gemara in Sanhedrin, I think it's 38b, tells us that God has a conference with the Malachim and the angels, and God shows them what it's going to be like, and the angel goes, bad idea, God. These people, they don't know what to do with this free choice you're giving them. And God destroys them. Second set of angels, the same thing. Finally, the third set of angels, they say, listen, God, you can do whatever you want. And God says, I'm going to be patient with the humans. It's actually a pasuk in Yeshaya 42:6. It's a verse that we actually see at the end of Aleinu, at the conclusion. The point being that when God creates us in His image, it's not about a physical image. It's the image of patience. Having patience with another. Hashem waits 10 generations for Noach, and the Parsha Bereshit ends off that Noach finds favor in God's eyes. And then God waits another 10 generations till Avram Avinu. God is slow to anger, and God is patient. And so, our Tzelem Elokim is learning to be patient with ourselves, with our family and friends, and for those in our community. That's how the best of our Tzelem Elokim comes out. If you like what you hear, please pass it on. Wishing everybody a great Shabbos Berashit.